Hey everyone, this is Lyndasue again, and today I'm going to be covering Chapter 2 of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and this is the chapter on faith. Faith, basically, I'm going to be reading again from excerpts from the book because it puts it so much better than I can reiterate it. Faith is the visualization and belief in the attainment of desire. It's a second step to riches. So faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with the vibration of thought, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into its spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to infinite intelligence. The emotions of faith, love, and sex are the most powerful of all the major positive emotions. When the three are blended, they have the effect of coloring the vibration of thought in such a way that it instantly reaches the subconscious mind where it is changed into its spiritual equivalent, the only form that induces a response from infinite intelligence. Love and faith are psychic, related to the spiritual side of humanity. Sex is purely biological and related only to the physical. The mixing or blending of these three emotions has the effect of opening a direct line of communication between the finite thinking human mind and infinite intelligence. So if that's a mouthful, that's a lot. And that's pretty important to know if you want to achieve your desires, your dreams, and your goals. So how do you develop faith? Describing how to develop faith is kind of difficult. The author says it's difficult, like it would be as difficult to describe the color red to someone who is colorblind. It's like, how do you describe that? Or how do you describe the taste of salt to someone who has never had salt? It's like, it's hard. But faith is a state of mind which you can develop at will after you've mastered the 13 principles that are covered in this book. Because it's a state of mind that develops through the voluntary application and use of the principles, okay? Through repetition and affirmations and afformations. You can Google that. It's afformations, okay? It says, all thoughts which have been emotionalized or given feeling and mixed with faith begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent or counterpart. Okay, so basically, faith is a state of mind. Sorry about that. Faith is a state of mind which is induced by autosuggestion. Okay, faith is the eternal elixir which gives life, power, and action to the impulse of thought. Okay, it's the starting point of all accumulated riches. It's the basis of all miracles and all mysteries which cannot be analyzed by the rules of science. Faith is the only known antidote for failure. Faith is the element, the chemical, which when mixed with prayer gives one direct communication with the infinite intelligence. It's the element which transforms the ordinary vibration of thought created by the finite human mind into its spiritual equivalent. And it's the only agency through which the cosmic force of infinite intelligence can be harnessed and used by humanity. Okay? All of us know someone who is so set in their thoughts and their ways of thinking and their lies. And they tell their lies, their stories, to themselves and to other people's over and over and over, and so much so that they actually come to believe it, and that becomes their reality, even if it wasn't before. I remember once when I was a little girl, I did not want to go to school, and then a song came on the radio that I had on in the morning, and just the words of that song and the music to that song depressed me so badly and I kept thinking about it over and over and over. I literally made myself physically ill and ended up going home from school, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. But, but it was because I thought about it, and I thought about, oh my gosh, I don't feel good. I feel sick. So much so that my physical body manifested that. So faith is so ultimately important in your desire to attain riches or to attain your goals and your dreams. You cannot attain them without the faith, because you have to have that bottom line faith in order to keep pressing forward and keep moving forward. In this chapter, Napoleon Hill gives you a self-confidence formula. And there's 6 steps in there that I'll let you read yourself, okay? But it's pretty clear and cut and dry. And if you do that every single day, morning and night, along with the instructions in chapter 1 on desire, then you will, in essence, train your brain, retrain your mind and your emotions to eventually achieve your goals and your dreams and your desires. Somewhere in your cells, and maybe in your brain, there lies sleeping the seed of achievement, which, if aroused and put into action, would carry you to heights such as you may never have hoped to attain. Okay, and it's never ever too late. I'm 45 years old. I'll be 46 this month. This is June. And and I haven't done a whole lot with my life. I've done some stuff, but I'm nowhere near where I was hoping to be. But my actions thus far in my life have not been such that I could do that I would be where I wanted to be. And things are changing now, and things are getting better now, and things are starting to happen that are just so amazing to me constantly. And it's exciting, and it makes me want to grow more and do more and, and attain more, which is great. Here's a prime example. Abraham Lincoln, he was well past the age of 40. He was a failure right and left. Everything he did, he failed at until after he was 40 years old. And it was only through, it says, he was a Mr. Nobody from nowhere until a great experience came into his life, aroused the sleeping genius within his heart and brain, and gave the world one of its truly great men. Okay, so he was over 40 years old, which really, 40's not old, really. 100 is old. That's, but 40's not old for you young people watching this. So anyway, he talks more in the chapter. He talks about Gandhi of India. Gandhi was a perfect example of be the change in the world that you want to see. He wielded more power than any other person living in his time, and yet he had none of the orthodox tools of power, such as money, battleships, soldiers, and materials of warfare. He had no money, no home. He did not own a suit of clothes, but he did have power. He created it out of his understanding of the principle of faith, and through his ability to transplant that faith into the minds of 200 million people. That's pretty amazing. If you study, look back and see what Gandhi accomplished in his life and how much good he did for humanity and the example that he set. That's just absolutely incredible. Jesus Christ is another perfect example of this. Jesus Christ's faith was so perfect that he could literally move mountains and control the elements. I can't even wrap my mind around that. That is just so amazing. And if he, through faith, is able to do that, then what's been holding me back? Makes me wonder. Well, I know what's been holding me back now since of all this studying I've been doing. There was one more thing I wanted to read to you, okay? And mention. It says, riches begin in the form of thought. The amount is limited only by the person in whose mind the thought is put into motion. Faith removes limitations. So, chapter 3 is what I'll be covering next, and that's on the principle of autosuggestion, and that is the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. And this is a really important chapter. So I will be seeing you tomorrow, and we'll be covering chapter 3. So you guys have a great afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time of day it is. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the link below, and go to my video, just go sign up. It's $25 to get started with Empower Network, and then you have access to all of these fabulous tools that have helped me learn and grow as a person, far much more than anything else I've ever participated in my life. They say Empower Network is a leadership factory designed as an affiliate program. So it's pretty amazing. So come on board, come jump on board with us, take the ride with us. You won't be disappointed. All right. Love you guys all. Bye-bye.